Hey there, YouTube. This is Brio Boys Captain here with the deck profile on Machina Gadgets. Alright, here we go. It is 40 cards, and I believe it is 20 monsters. Alright, first off, I run 3 Machina Fortress. He's just the big boss of the deck. I run 2 Machina Cannon. He's an instant monster reborn for Machina Fortress, and he can be searched out by Machina Gearframe. Machina Gearframe. He is the searcher of the deck. He can search out any Machina, Cannon, or Gearframe, or Fortress. He cannot search out himself, though. Cyber Dragon. Good machine card. And I run 2 sets of the gadgets. They search each other out, and I maintain hand advantage. Scrap Recycler. He can send a machine from my deck to the graveyard, so I would send the Fortress, and then I'm able to shuffle in 2 level 4 Earth-type machines back into my deck to draw 1 card. Two Birdmans, because he's Birdman, and I like using his effect to special summon himself with Gearframe. I can just return a Gearframe back to my hand, and next turn I can use Gearframe's searching ability again. I run Gores, because he's Gores, and Trigodia, who is also a good card. He has the effect to take control of your opponent's monsters, and also, since I usually have hand advantage, he has a lot of attack points due to large number of cards, and he gains 600 attack for each card in my hand. Alright, on to the spell cards. I run 12 spell cards. Alright, first off on the staples. Monster Reborn, Dark Hole, Heavy Storm, and a Mystical Space Typhoon. I only run 1 because I haven't really needed more than 1, but I do run a couple in my side deck just in case. Pot of Avarice, good draw power. 3 Pot of Dualities, adds consistency, and since this is not a special summon heavy deck, I don't rely on that. This is a great card. This deck is not very Synchro or Exceed heavy. Swords of Revealing Light. I recently put this card in, and it's been doing good. Just stalls and lets me get everything I need in my hand. Mind Control. Take an opponent's monster. Book of Moon, staple. And Limit Removal. This card is great. I can just double the attack of all machines on my field, push for the OTK, or if I need to, I can double the attack, and then during my main phase 2, I can overlay my machines so they don't get destroyed. On to the traps. I run 8 trap cards. I run the Solemn Brigade, Starlight Road, Torrential Tribute. I'm thinking about putting a second, but for now I'm only running 1. Mirror Force. A lot of people don't run this anymore, but I like it still. And 2 Dimensional Prisons. Protects my weaker monsters, such as the gadgets. Alright, on to the extra deck. I run Chimeratech Fortress. It's great for mirror matches, and if I need, I have a Cyber Dragon in my deck. And I have 7 Synchros and 7 Exceeds. I have Scrap Dragon. I can go into him with a Cyber Dragon and Birdman. Stardust Dragon. He's just here for the Starlight Road. Brio. Catastor. And I run 3 level 7s. Scrap Archfiend. He's a beat stick. 2700 attack. Black Rose. Blow up the field. And Genix Ally Triforce. Really, I just run him because he has the effect to stop your opponent's spell or trap cards until the end of the damage step whenever he attacks, if you use a Earth-type non-tuner synchro material. And he also has other effects depending on the non-material, or the non-tuner synchro materials, but I don't use those since my deck's mostly Earth-type. And on to the Exceeds. I run 1 Heretic Sun Dragon. He has a great effect, 3000 attack, and I sometimes have gone into him with my 2 Machina Cannons or my Machina Cannon and using Trigodia's effect. I only run 3 level 3s in my deck, but he's here just in case. Leviathan Dragon. Then I run 2 Utopias and a Utopia Ray. I only really use him when I mind control my opponent's Utopia. I run Gem Knight Pearl, good beat stick, and Photon whatever his name is. He has the ability to get by your opponent's defense by changing their monsters from defense position to attack position, and it also targets them, so if decks run Spirit Reaper, you can get past them with this. And that's it for the extra deck. I'm not going to show you a side deck because it's pretty simple, but I do want to show you just one card from there. I recently found this card. It's called Gemini Imps. It's a good card against the really hard matchup against Machina Gadgets, which is Dark World. This stops the ability, during either player's turn, whenever they activate a spell, trap, or monster effect that could make you discard a card when it resolves. You can send this card from your hand to the graveyard to negate it and destroy it, and then draw a card. So it can stop a lot of other plays. I would run 3 in my side deck if I had a third, but I just found this. And also, he could also be used against wind-ups if you need to stop that little wind-up loop. And that's it for the deck profile. This is Brio Boys Captain here, signing out.